Greetings and salutations. It's Tuesday, June 18, and Tuesday is piano day. And I'm supposed to be practicing piano, but I thought I had one major thing to show you, but indeed I have two. So, here's the front Lester bed. I was hoping to show you some tall bluebells today, but they've already faded. Some of them have faded, and the next batch isn't out yet. But what I have is much more interesting. The trap has been sprung. I know there's 3 rabbits, and there's one in here. He's a nice one. So I have, now there's only 2, so I will take this to my rabbit area shortly. But first of all, I have other things to show you. So I'm not going to go through here today through the native plants. They're almost ready to blossom. Almost ready. Oh, here's a bluebell right now. Let's see if I can find it on here. There we go. They're very delicate. And what they grow on, or the plant itself, is very grass-like. And I think this has been the cause of the demise of several of these that I've planted. Because I just go, oh, it's a little piece of grass, rip, out it comes. And then I realize it's a bluebell. And that's one of the challenges of native plants. Let's go in the backyard. Go! First roses are out. Oh yes, several. Now I am directly in the sun, so I'm having, there we go, I see them. I see where they are. Very nice roses. They smell very nice too. This was pruned, these rose bushes were pruned heavily. We have the city of Winnipeg across the street doing things. So, we'll go in the yard. The roses were pruned very heavily this spring. And they have come back quite well. Ferns are up to about 1 foot high. This is good. Coleus is coming back. The top one here, looked very sorry for several days. I thought it very wilted. I thought it had died, but it seems to have come back. So still have a ways to go before we can start to clone them. This is a nice shady area for Coleus. The rhododendron, the blossoms are now done. I need to move the strawberry pot so it doesn't interfere with the back, and also clean this area up in general. Anyhow, I should do, I will do. There's lots of things to do. There are always lots of things to do in a garden. Here we go. Greetings and salutations. Let's go in the backyard. Now, I can't recall whether I actually had I think I had a video of this, but the 2 lowest branches on this basswood have now been have now been removed. I'll see if I can find where the cut is. Oh, here we go. Somewhere in here. There it is. There's the cut for the branch to the right, and then there's one big branch on the left as well. So that's no longer interfering with the roof of my neighbor's shed. And I've also cleaned up the sprout that's beside it. And we'll see how we do. The sprout is very, very nicely shaped. It's very, very much too close to the parent basswood. But we'll see how it does. Maybe we somehow manage to extricate the new one as the old one becomes more challenged. But here's the issue. Now, this way is almost, this is southwest. Let me put the sun directly behind me. It's 9:30 in the morning, and you'll see what the change is in here. Oh, we have light. If you recall, on the far side, there were 4 maples, and the 2 on the left have now been removed. I also realized there was a branch on the Schubert chokecherry in the corner, and that branch was up somewhere around here, and that hung over and made things dark and also interfered with the trees that remained. So that one was removed. And then, of course, on the ash, there were 3 branches that got, 3 trunks that got removed. The major one, from which the squirrel was jumping. One coming to the right into the garden, and one going left into my neighbor's garden, and that was also blocking afternoon light. So those were removed yesterday, sometime around 2 o'clock, and by 6 o'clock everything was pruned. Everything was moved to the front, to the driveway, and the fellows had bring with their chipper shredder, and chipper shredded the entire thing. So, we're cleaned up and back in the production garden with much more light. This will help the poppies. Oh yes, the poppies, which are over here. We'll go see them in a second. It will help the cherry tree. And we're going to see, we've got 2 good branches on that. We'll see how we do. It will help the tomatoes. It will help the peonies. It will help everything in the yard. It was just getting too dark. So we'll just have a quick look at the poppies to start with. The tree pruner fellow did an excellent job. There's a couple of things that got banged down in here, but that's just the way it goes. Well, we certainly have white poppies. The red ones, I believe, will come later. So we have 1, 2, 3. Here we go, here come the red ones. I have to look very carefully to get the... I don't think that's the one that I see to be red. That's interesting. This is indeed the red one. So the camera treats it differently than what I see. And this is why everything looks so green in the video. It's not quite that color in real life. So you can see the cherry tree is struggling. If we get cherries off these branches, that's great. I'm hoping that I'm going to see more sprouts on some of these branches and that they're not all dead. But that will be a future one as to how we handle the cherry tree. The dahlias still coming along slowly, but having more sun will really help back here now. Also the cantaloupes, having more sun will help them. Potatoes are doing fine, and having more sun will help them too. This is the butterfly bush. It needs sun and will do well. Joe Pye weed, and behind it the lilac. The lilac is almost blossomed, and when it's done, then I'm going to trim it into a globe, because what is there right now are just the straggling twigs from when the entire lilac was removed. So, as I said, this is a piano day, so there's not going to be any gardening going on here today. That will come tomorrow after piano is finished today. Well, I was slightly on Zoom. Roses, I prune these very heavily, and we're starting to, the roses are coming. This will be very nice this year. And once again, good for sun. The tomatoes, this change in light will be good for them. Peonies are going to explode. And over here, this I've decided, I'm not sure what is. I was going to say it's Oregon fleabane. Yes, I think it's Oregon fleabane, which is a pinkish flower. And it's getting close to it now. And then more, we have milkweed. This is the common milkweed. Extremely invasive. However, as long as it stays inside the bag, it's fine. Cornflowers. In some ways it would be nice to deadhead them as they wither to promote new growth, but that's a full-time gardener job. I was hoping to catch, there was some nice little flies, but just as I start to zoom, oh there he is, he's starting to go. See the movement. Can I indeed find him in here? There he is. Focus, 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 focus. Let's try focus lower. There we go. And since this has never been sprayed back here, there's no chemicals at all. I'm going to be really challenged whenever the city does want to spray for mosquitoes. There have been none this year. But indeed, if they do, I really want to protect the yard. And the whole spraying just kills everything. And that sets back the garden in its entirety. Oh yes, if you look down, oh, that's a honeybee. There are honeybees in here. And nice little flies as well. Oh, the hascat. If you look at this, there's nothing growing in here. But, here we go. Here we go. They're always underneath. And they taste like blueberries. And I've been sampling one a day, and slowly they get sweeter. Still a bit tart. A couple more days to go. So both hascat bushes, you need 2 bushes. You need 2 hascats so that each is pollinated by bees, by insects moving between the 2 bushes. Here's one, and then down the back. Here's the second one. As you can see, this one does struggle with the light. Not as many, but they're there. Oops, a couple of branches got broken, I see. Oh no, just weathered, I'll call it. So, that's the backyard. Come back to Cotoneaster for a second. These are the blossoms. They're really not noticeable as flowers. So once this has blossomed, then I will mound this back. Probably what it will look like is I'm going to get a curve from the edge here to the top of the snow on the mountain, and then the snow on the mountain makes really a second curve down to the ground. So now if you stand from here and look underneath the hascats, there's some, there's some. Very interesting, very deceptive plant as they hide underneath. The berries hide underneath. And lots of sun. Looking forward to the effect of the sun in this newly bright yard. Greetings and salutations. Have a good day.